Hi, everybody. We just entered the sign of Leo, a fire sign, at the center of the summer season in the northern hemisphere. So summer, for those who follow me, you know that I find correspondences, I speak about correspondences between the moon cycle, the seasons, the elements of nature. And according to some traditions, summer is connected to element water because it's opened by a water sun. Okay. And in this context, summer is related to abundance. Water, it's the life that allows the fruits of earth coming to the surface and being savored by us. So juicy fruits, the waters, because the snow is melting on the mountains. And this is summer with this abundance of everything. But at the center of summer, we have a sign that is Leo, that is also connected to fire. So at the heart of summer, in the core of summer, we have a fire sign. And this is also connected to a fire that is generous. It's not a fire that just burns. It's like the sun, because Leo is connected to the sun. So we know that all our life depends on our sun, because it's the star at the center of our system. And I have something to show you that is, I love this lamp. I love the fact that I can hide a candle and I can protect the candle and I can protect myself from the fire. It's contained. So when we think about the sun, the energy of the sun is very strong. And so sometimes we can just allow ourselves to enjoy the light and the warmth from the sun. And sometimes we have to protect ourselves because it can be too much. So it's a generous fire. It's a fire that illuminates, it warms, it represents life itself, of course. It's also connected to the light of knowledge and awareness. So, and again, it's connected to our heart, because in the tradition, in several traditions, this moment of the year or this sign in the zodiac, or anyway, sun itself, is connected to our heart. So again, I like to remind you that our heart and the sun are also connected to gold, according to many traditions. So gold in alchemy is the final the goal. We need to transform the lead into gold. And so this is another occasion to speak about that, because you know that I love to work on this kind of subject. So I invite you to find a candle. You can do it later. You can do it with me. You can pause the video, and it would be nice if you can find maybe like this or something like this or different. Really, it doesn't matter. I like this today because fire in this season is at the center, is in the core. Okay, so there is something all around, something before, something after, and I like to point at this fact to contain the light, to contain the heat, the warmth, because this this is also something that we can apply to our emotions. Sometimes, especially when we feel overwhelmed by our emotions, it can happen, you know. And I like to imagine my heart, this space in my body. It's not exactly the physical part, it's the area of the heart, like the place, the sacred place in which I can transform. I can turn my emotions, unpleasant emotions or states, into something that is more functional. Okay, so this is the alchemical space, the sacred alchemical space, the space of our heart. So I invite you to imagine your candle, or maybe the sun itself, here in this area of your body. Just imagine that you can anyway contain this light and this warmth. You can imagine you protect the light, or you protect yourself from the excess of light and warmth, as you like. Imagine your candle in a nice container, or sun, but a sun that you can contain in a space here. And imagine that if there is something that bothers you, something that belongs to you, not something related to other people, something that is related to your way to perceive the world, or it can be an emotion, it can be anything. You don't even need to imagine the opposite of this, because sometimes the opposite is, well, it's different for everybody. If I ask somebody what is the opposite of fear, for example, if you have a tendency of feel worried or frightened by anything, for somebody the opposite can be calmness. For other people it can be the curiosity, because I can turn my worries into curiosity, just to bring a bit more light in my life and be curious about what happens after. But it's really so much personal. So I invite you, imagine how a king or a queen would feel, and because the sun is like the king or the queen of our system, right? Well, it's traditionally traditionally associated to the masculine side, but it doesn't matter. You can imagine whatever. In some cultures, the sun is feminine and the moon is masculine. So it's interesting, right? Anyway, stay with whatever you like, but imagine how a sovereign king or a queen would feel, maybe very calm and serene. So imagine that this light, the light of your candle or your lamp, this is a light of consciousness, the light of awareness. It's something bringing light to your life, warmth to your life, but in a way that you love. It's a contained way. And so you can really imagine that you can breathe in this light. You can feel this light, making this space and your life lighter, brighter. Just stay with this sensation that your breathing can just make you feel calmer or serene with this warmth and light in this area. Then you can imagine that you can share this light, then you irradiate this light with the world around. You can really imagine that from this space, your inner sun, your inner candle, your inner light can illuminate and maybe bring some warmth all around. Just do it whenever you feel it. Every time you feel that you need to bring a little bit more light and lightness in your life, and remember that also the light of the sun. Sometimes we need to find some shade. We need a bit of fresh air. So the most important thing is nothing in excess. This light, this heat, this warmth are contained. It is something that protects the light and protects you from an excess of light and heat. Balance. It's an invitation to balance, always harmony and balance. Thank you so much. Have fun and see you maybe in 1 month.